Hello everyone. Welcome back to Dewan Pundit Indonesia, the English version. My name is Conchita Caroline and I will be your host for today's episode. As always, we have a thrilling lineup of football discussions ready for you. But first, let's say hi to our pundits here today at the studio. We have Adiani,
hello,
Kiko Enrico, and of course our data expert, Firzi Idris. Hello, how are you guys? How was your week?
Guys again.
I'm all good.
Great.
Yeah.
All good?
And set for another fun weekend.
Another round of Indonesia matches.
Yep.
Yeah?
Indonesia matches. And,
busy week as always for Adiani.
Of course.
Yeah.
Never not busy.
Yeah, I have to do a lot of stuff.
That's it.
How about you, Kiko? How about you, Kiko? Had any fun?
Yeah, we're having fun playing paddle here and there. I see you guys often, so
I want to play.
come on, Adi.
Again,
Join the fray.
Studios, Adi.
I
Yeah.
can join via Zoom.
You can join by Zoom. That's the first. Yeah.
Right, so as always, before we start today's discussion, we always love hearing from you guys, to Brett team. So let's take a moment to read the comments that you guys have written to us. On our last episode, we've got Chantrik Charaka 8259. I think I'm gonna go with Kiko. Kiko, can you please help me read this one?
Sure. It seems to me that not only the Indonesian football team who is ready for the next World Cup, but also the Indonesian pundits. Way to go.
Yay!
Applause to you guys.
Thank you.
I know these guys are ready when the nations are calling. When the nation is calling, sorry. So
We have to pay the tickets ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. 3 countries.
To go to 3 countries.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Ew.
Ooh.
Okay, second one is from Enjai29. Okay, can you read it, Adi, or should I go to Mas Firzi? I think Mas Firzi.
Firzi,
Mas
yeah.
Firzi, because it's a bit long, and I
It's
know
a bit
Adi is
long.
having
Adi has
a bit of a
difficulties
problem.
with, yeah,
I'm
the
getting
distance.
old. Getting old.
Okay, Anjay, hi. When we sign more players and have a bad season, all people just saying that we're crazy or stupid. What are they doing with the players? And then all people see our progress and talk about Chelsea as a title contender. Enzo was right, because we're not title contender. For us, it's just only 2 options: be something or just nothing. Chelsea will grow up with the humble way.
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
distancing
We're gonna talk
themselves from the title discussion,
Uh-huh.
Chelsea fans.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Yeah.
Chelsea on the first segment, so I think we should just skip
fun.
that topic, okay, before we link anything. Okay, moving on to the third one. This is the last one for today. It's from Far Too East. Okay.
Oh, this is nice. This is for me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised with how Sir Adiani responded to how bad the Man U. Sir answered it like in a group of gossip girls who's talking about their boy. Too spicy, but fun to hear.
Oh boy, if only you knew
Spicy.
Yeah.
how spicy Adiani can be.
How chatty I can be.
Chatty, yeah.
Boy, oh
Fun.
boy, you've seen nothing, bro.
You got a
This
sir
is just
title
like
there.
5% of
Sir
Adiani.
Adiani.
Title, yeah. Sir
Sir
Adiani.
Adiani.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Alex
Sir,
Ferguson.
let's start
Sir.
calling him Sir from now on.
Okay, no.
I think that's a must. Thank you for the idea, guys. Right, so anyway, our first segment today are diving into one of the hottest stories in football right now. Mykhailo Mudryk and his doping case. Now, we all know that he's actually one of Chelsea's big money signing with 1.8 trillion rupiahs. And he has reportedly failed a doping test. This is a major story with huge implications as well, not just for the player, but for Chelsea and football as a whole. What exactly is Meldonium? I mean, should we start from that? The substance that he reportedly tested positive for was Meldonium. Do you guys know what that is?
It's a
Yeah.
substance that I think Maria Sharapova
Yeah, in
was
2016.
caught in
Yeah.
the same
one.
During the Australian Open.
Yeah, and it supposedly it's a thing that can double up your oxygen intake, and of course that's a problem.
Oh,
Yeah, and it
okay.
came from the substance. It came from the eastern countries, from the Soviet bloc, the
Yeah.
ex-Soviet blocs. So that it.
I think they have a factory in
they-
Latvia.
In Latvia, yeah. So,
As shady as it
As
sounds.
shady as it
Very
sounds. So
shady
we,
know that.
Indeed.
with
The
Modric-
research is deep. in this
Yeah,
one.
indeed, yeah.
right.
They use it on Ivan Drago for
Ivan.
Ivan Drago. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Maria Sharapova got into trouble
Yeah.
for it, but when she was using it wasn't a banned substance yet by WADA, because it was declared a banned substance in 2016 when Sharapova used it. She has been doing it, using it for like the past 10 years from that. So yeah, because it wasn't a banned substance, she's using it to control. I don't know her whatever her levels is, but yeah, she got I think 2 year sentence from WADA, but she went to the Court of Arbitration of Sport and it got cut into like 8 months, I think. Yeah, so maybe we're looking maybe at the same timeline of sentencing, but yeah, we don't know the full extent yet because it's a developing news. Chelsea said they're still investigating it. Mudryk himself said he denied taking anything that related to it. He himself said in social media that he's surprised about the result of the doping test, but the last I got is that he is hiring the legal team that helped Paul Pogba with his doping and substance abuse case. So yeah, we'll see about with him now.
Yeah, let's take a look at the statement from Mudryk first.
Okay.
He said, "Can anyone please help me because I forgot to bring my contact lens today."
Kiko,
so sorry.
This has come as a complete shock, as I've never knowingly used any banned substances or broken any rules, and I am working closely with my team to investigate how this could have happened. I know that I have not done anything wrong and remain hopeful that I will be back on the pitch soon.
Okay,
Mykhailo
so
Mudryk.
continuing to your
so straight away from
response.
the lawyers and then talking to Mykhailo Mudryk, and straight away there's a word that came out from them, contamination from the A test. The A test coming out with the results that it is shown now. It doesn't look too good for Mykhailo Mudryk. But I don't agree with the statement from the top, saying that Chelsea will be in trouble as well, because I don't think Chelsea cares about just a 90 million investment, because they invest a lot in all those stars, and this is just, if it's a loss, then it is a loss, then it's not going to hurt Chelsea. But for Mykhailo Mudryk, personally, this is going to be very hurtful if the B test coming maybe in about 2 weeks' time. If the usually if the A test says it's a problematic positive for the substance that is not allowed, then the B test should come the same way, because the results from the test is almost like 90% accurate. And the A test was done in October, late October, but before that, in August, there was a test for Mudryk. It was no problem, but now there is a problem here. And if you look at the A to B test, maybe it'll take about 3 to 4 weeks from last week. So I think in about a couple of weeks, we should find out if the B test will come out with the same result, because I think it will come out with the same result.
If, and this is a big if he is found guilty, then what kind of punishments are we looking for here?
We're looking at 4 years, maybe, like Pogba.
Pogba.
Yeah, but then again, if the lawyers get to work, they can cut it to like 2, maybe 8 months.
8 months and then 4 months.
For the Pogba problem, it was a substance that he took in the States, strangely. That's what he
admitted to.
But this one, the drug is from the Eastern European side, and then there's the factory is in Latvia. So I think for the Eastern European athletes, I think that's normal to take something like this. So when you go to the UK, and it's a different matter. But it's very strange, because in August there's nothing, and then all of a sudden there's something in late October.
Anything to add, Kiko?
No, I just feel like it's odd, because I just saw like an interview, not an interview, just a talk show around Troy Deeney's mentioning, you know, how players get drug tested in the Premier League, like once a week, something like that. So they regularly get like drug tested, sort of up to 4 to 5 a month. And if you took something that would like go against the rules of the drug, what's it called? Oh, drug rules, or what not you call them?
And to enhance your performance.
To enhance your performance, so you know you know what you've took, and maybe it's against the actual rules. Like for example, if there's something going on with a player, they report it to the medical staff, and the medical staff lets the board of drugs or whatever know that, you know, these players are using these drugs, and it gets quite sophisticated. to a level where it's actually very organized. So for somebody to actually go against the laws at this point is somebody that player must have known he took it, or the team must have known he took it, which is, and now we have this Mudryk situation, which is not ideal. But not sure. I think I agree with Adiani with the years as well, and how that reflects the money bringing Mudryk over. I think at this point, even Mudryk is how he's performing with Enzo and how he's being used. I think it wouldn't be a big issue.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's unfortunate to see what's happening.
So you don't think that any of this is going to do any damage to Chelsea and the performance that they've been showing with under Enzo Maresca?
No, not to Chelsea in general. Definitely to Mudryk, and definitely to the preparation. Of course, we know Mudryk is a very fast player that can add to as a weapon to Chelsea, even in practice as well. That definitely will be annoying, knowing that something like this is going on. But in terms of how, I guess, with the title race and everything, it's not going to be a huge issue for Chelsea, I think.
Ooh, okay.
So.
Do you agree, Mas Firzi?
Yeah, they have stacked load of options in the wide areas. So I guess losing one that hasn't played in like the last 5 games, I think.
Hasn't played
He's
since
at the
November.
bench.
He last
and
played at Mordor. The gates of hell. Right? That was the last
One
game.
does not simply walk into
Walk to
Mordor.
yeah. He runs and runs in circles. Mudryk. Yeah, Mudryk. We know what he is capable of. Adi, as when he made his debut at Anfield, is one of the maybe one of the best performances from a debut player ever. But yeah, since then it's all like downhill from Mudryk. I don't know if it's the adaptability, his adaptability to the coach's demands, his adaptability to life in England. But yeah, something's not right with him. And with this case, it's just very hurtful for anyone who's still supporting Mudryk. But and when I see the social media, there's still a lot of posts like they're hugging him, they're giving him
support,
sound of confidence, a word of confidence, and it's important for him to get his eyes straight, his head level, because this is still in the process, but he can he's on provisional suspension right now, and while he's on provisional suspension, he can't play, but he can't even train with his teammates. So it must be very hard for him. So we're gonna see if he's proven guilty of taking it consciously or a contaminated substance. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're just going to have to wait and see again how the story unfolds.
Yes.
But it's still about Chelsea. Chelsea are facing Everton this weekend. Do you think that this match could solidify their path to securing the runner-up spot in the league?
What, this week?
This week against Everton. Do you think that they're going to get the win and solidify the path towards becoming number 2?
The tricky game was last week against Brentford. I think that was the one.
Yeah.
Their bogey side for
got something
bad results against Brentford in 4 straight matches. But again, the way they played, controlled, and take care of Brentford. Another, I think, masterclass from Enzo Maresca. And Cole Palmer didn't have the best of matches, but the other players step up. And I think this is what it's all about with Chelsea. If Cole Palmer doesn't perform, then you can have other players stepping up, because the roster is so deep, and that's why the money is spent for these type of situations from Todd Bowley. So again, everything is looking very, very rosy, and I think Everton will not be a problem for Chelsea.
Any predictions, Kiko?
I think it'll be a win for Chelsea. I think something like 2-0. I mean, just the only thing with Everton, they played okay the past 2 games. Well, they had 1 game suspended against Liverpool, but they won convincingly against Wolves. Can't quite remember what the other game was against.
Arsenal.
Exactly. There you go.
We'll have to remember that one.
Yep.
That was a forgettable game.
But they were okay at that point. So it's the Premier League. You never know what's going on. At one point, you win against a good team convincingly. The other week, you lose against a team fighting for relegation. But I think 2-0 Chelsea would be realistic. So yeah.
Yeah, with Everton, you never quite sure what you're gonna get. I mean, a lot of people like saying they're a candidate for relegation this season, but the way they perform against Wolves, I think,
The 4-0 one.
Yeah, the 4-0 one, and their performance at the Emirates, I think it's a cause for hope for a lot of Evertonians. With 1 win, 3 draws, and just 1 defeat in the last 5 in all competitions, I think, Everton got everything in their arsenal to try to stop this Chelsea team. And if this Chelsea team can win and can win decisively against Everton, I think it's a statement of the way that Maresca wants to attack the top of the table. I mean, it will not be an easy game, but normally Chelsea will win this.
Last question, and I'm going back to the comment written by Njai. He said, Enzo was right because we're not title contender. We, as in Chelsea. For us, we just have 2 options. Be something or just nothing. And Chelsea will grow up the humble way. The humble way. Do
Chelsea
you agree
don't
with that
grow up
statement?
the humble way. No.
I disagree.
There's nothing humble about
I
it.
disagree.
Yeah, they are not humble. They spend a lot of dough.
Exactly.
And try to build a team and a winning one.
You
Because
just-
in the times of Roman Abramovich,
Yeah.
you have to win straight away. And you change the culture straight away.
Yes.
You have that investment in players. And Todd Bowley is the same. It only took the second year. So this is a great progress for Bowley and for Chelsea. Because I think with the long-term contracts, I think they were thinking about the 3rd or 4th year. But now everything is going smoothly. The beginning was a bit rough. This is more like the NBA or NFL or MLB style of building a team. You struggle, and then you get all the best picks, and then you struggle for another 1 or 2 seasons. But now Chelsea is showing that with the transition from a team that's in need of a coach that can nurture players and can develop young players, and Pochettino, which is a great first step. And then the end of the season, it was brilliant from him and Chelsea. The players are responding very well to the system. And then you handpick someone that is a good coach and works with young players as well in Maresca and has that Pep Guardiola DNA as well. So then you have a coach that knows how to win and how to grind results. And I think this is what is showing from Chelsea.
This humble statement made by a Chelsea fan is definitely it's definitely something that came off the off season. People making fun of the team, and Chelsea fans don't know themselves what's going on, and now we're, as Chelsea opponents, we're paying the price. So they're like playing victim with themselves right now. So it's happy for the Chelsea fans and what's going on with Chelsea. They're playing really offensive, really nice football under Enzo Maresca, and now the result says itself. They're very close to the title more than I like. But yeah, happy for you guys.
I think now the Chelsea fans has that swagger now.
Yeah,
they have to be
with the way they're playing, of
more
course,
cocky because the team is playing very well. There's a certain DNA, the attacking flair. I think defensively needs work. And for Kukurea, he knows that the shoe is now right, not the new ones with the different blade. And now it's going according to plan for Bowley, Maresca, and Chelsea. So I think the fans now, they need to build up that momentum and try to be more confident and be happy for the team and be happy for yourself, because they have been struggling since I think a couple of seasons ago. So now they have a good team.
In terms of investments, though, I mean, not only they're buying expensive players, but they also managed to sell their players at the highest rate possible. So I think business-wise, everything's good for Chelsea.
That's why they're complying with FFP. And as I said last week, selling the hotel to yourself is really helpful also for your bank accounts. I mean, that's how they bypass the FFP law. But they're the reason that FIFA and the FA limit the contract for the players for amortization of the players for 5 years and not 8.
That was a gray area, and that was very smart.
That was a gray area, and it was very smart of him to exploit that. To be fair, because I think he's like the first owner to ever exploit that area of amortization of a player.
Shrewd businessman.
Shrewd businessman.
I think he's on Ozempic as well. He's so skinny now. Todd, give me a call. What are you having? I think it's Ozempic.
Gossip Girl Adiani is back, y'all. This is what I'm talking about.
And Bowley, he's not getting involved in that like power struggle again, which like dominated the headlines
I
in
think
the start
that's
of the season.
Adaptation season for him too as well, and acting as a fresh new owner. He was used to the American way, where you pop into the locker room, which is normal, and then you go at halftime and talk to the players, which is normal. And then
is it normal over there in America?
In America, that's purely normal.
That's purely normal.
Yeah, that's what they do. They want the owners to get involved. But
much
in Europe, there's an aura that you have to protect. The owner is not supposed to be shown.
To be in the locker room.
Not in the locker room, and then just sit there and be quiet and be respectful, not celebrating a goal. So there's a lot of things that he learned from that first season, I think, and now it's again showing that Bully is a top quality owner, not like okay,
let's not continue that sentence. So yeah, there you go. As promised, we'll talk about Chelsea in our first segment, and we still have.
We love Chelsea.
We still have a lot of interesting topics to discuss, but we'll be back right after this one.